What's going on, guys? Random Comic here. So today I got some Medal of Honor for you guys, playing some combat mission. I got a lot of things I want to cover in this video, so that's why I got a nice long video. Got a lot of shit I want to talk about, and let's just cover the gameplay really quick. The gameplay is just some combat, mission, defending, and basically all we have to do is we're defending and the other team is attacking, just like Rush in Battlefield, where we have to defend and deplete the other team's tickets to 0. So you can, right now they have like 118 or something like that. We have to deplete that to 0 in order to win, and they have to defend. Destroy all of our sites to be able to win. And every time they destroy one, they get more tickets to be able to move forward and push forward. And we have to basically, defend and get really good positioning so they can't push forward and basically spawn trap them really bad. I actually did have another game where I just raped this other team, and I didn't think it was very good gameplay at all because it was just so boring to watch. So I got this gameplay where it's actually a little bit more competitive. I die more than I should have or that I would like to, but in the end I do pull a good score, and I think I carried my team pretty well in this. I put up like half the kills, I think, or something like that. So you guys can enjoy the gameplay, and I do want to cover some Battlefield stuff too, so you can enjoy the EA type of feel of DICE and their engine and Frostbite. And that's the one thing I do want to cover. I won't cover it yet, but I do want to cover Frostbite versus the Frostbite 2 engine. So first thing I want to cover, I just started a Game Battles team with 3 of my good friends, and one of them is actually my brother. I started with On Fire, so you guys know him. He's like in every one of my Road to Commander videos, pretty much. Like one of my best friends. I play with him all the time. ThaProblems Ti, you guys probably know him. He's a YouTube commentator. I've done some dual comms with him and stuff like that. Me and him are really good friends too. I'll leave his channel in the description, man. Check out his shit. He hasn't posted that often, but when he does, man, he always posts some really funny shit and a really good video. And lastly, obviously, my brother, some kind of hate. So that's the dream team I want right there. Me, On Fire, Problem, and some kind of hate. I think that it would be cool for me to just look for really strong players and stuff like that, but I feel like it'll be more fun to play with my friends, and it'd be, we're more coordinated. I could play with somebody else. I don't know his play style. I don't know when I can rely on him. I don't know what his weaknesses are. Not saying that I don't play with a good group of guys, but I know their strengths and weaknesses, and I know when I can count on them and when I should step it up, you know what I mean? And I know my own weaknesses too, man. I don't want to expose them, because then, I wouldn't be as good as I am, but I do know, my weak points and the stuff I struggle at, which I always try to improve on. That's the best thing, man. You always got to improve. Don't think you're the best. Always got to improve on yourself. So, start a Game Battles team, and here's the name. Tell me if this is corny or not. So let me get the backstory to this, before you guys are just like, what the fuck kind of name is that? That's so corny. So, me and On Fire, I just started, and I was like, alright, we all got to sign up. I signed up, and I was like, alright, we got to think of a name. And he was like, alright. We all pretty much live on the East Coast of the U.S., so like, Connecticut, Boston, New York, all that shit like that. So we're basically sitting in New England. And I was like, he was like, alright, let's try to put New England in the name. Like, New England this, New England that. So we were just like, let me think. And I thought of this kind of corny thing, but at the same time, it kind of just, sometimes it works if you say some corny shit, you know what I mean? You kind of just like, yo, it's so corny that it just sticks and you want it to stay, you know what I mean? And the name is Battle Anyone, but anyone is not the word anyone. It's actually the letter N, the letter E, and then the number 1. So that if somebody's seen it, they might not say anyone, So it's a stupid name, I know, man. It's weird, but I thought it'd be pretty cool. I'll throw my little logo I made for you guys just to show that it can look pretty cool and look intimidating. But to me, it was just like, alright, we need to make a name. We need to make some clan tag or something like that I hope hasn't been taken. So anyone is our clan. Whatever the hell you want to call it. I hate to say clan. I would just be like, oh, it's my group of guys that play with my squad. So we're going to start Game Battles. It's hard to practice for a Game Battles match other than like scrimmaging with another group of guys or playing competitive match. So if you use like the competitive playlist, that's cool. It does a pretty good job at mimicking, MLG variant type gameplay, but I think that we're going to have to scrimmage with people more often now and actually play with teams that aren't that are, I mean, I'm trying to say that they're better than us, so are more of our caliber, you know what I mean? So we'll actually be put back in our place, because I even said in one of my other commentaries, I learn more from a loss than I do from a win, because winning, obviously, you know how to win, but you learn more because you learn how you lost, you know the mistakes you made, and when you win, you know what you did right, you know what I mean? So when you lose, you have to make right what you did wrong, kind of, you know what I mean? So that's how I learned from my mistakes. And it's kind of funny because everybody's like, oh, it's just a video game, but I mean, there is a competitive aspect. It does become competitive, and some people are like, oh, don't take it seriously, but I'm going to take it seriously. I'm going to take it as if I'm putting my pride on the line. I'm putting my reputation of thinking I'm a good player on the line, which everybody that plays Call of Duty all thinks of themselves as this huge idol, you know what I mean? Everybody kind of puts themselves on this pedestal that they're this great player, and I'm putting it all on the line, I think, doing a Road to Commander, and definitely start uploading game battles matches, because games battles has always interested me, has always made me think about doing, because I love channels like Onslaught and T-Mart that showcase game battles and showcase live callouts and stuff like that, because it gets more interesting to watch two groups of good people, good squads going up against each other than just one squad with all-stars and the other squad is freaking, you know, a whole bunch of kids or something like that, you know what I mean? So, I'm going to start that, and that's pretty much it. I just want to mention that, because I think that's pretty cool, and I think that I want game battles and, you know, showing live videos like that to be a part of my channel now, so you guys can look forward to that. And also, let's talk about some Battlefield stuff now. So, the one thing that's kind of odd to compare Medal of Honor to Battlefield, because Medal of Honor is kind of like, it is EA's strategy to post or to release a Battlefield game, then release a Medal of Honor game, release a Battlefield game. So that's their strategy. They're doing like a 2-year swap of like 2 years developing Battlefield, 2 years developing Medal of Honor. So that's what their plan is. But I don't know how close together their strategic teams are. Like, I know DICE made Medal of Honor, but is it the same people of DICE that are putting all their effort into Battlefield 3? Because I'd be interested to know, because Medal of Honor to me, and nothing against Bad Company 2, but I feel that Medal of Honor gunfights, Medal of Honor feel, and just overall running of the game runs so much faster, runs so much better, and gunfights feel smoother than they do in Bad Company 2. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's a weird port to console or something like that, because I've always said I've never played Battlefield on PC. I play Battlefield on consoles. The impressions from a console player is so much different than the impressions of a PC player, because PC Battlefield can be run at 60 frames per second. I'm stuck with a machine, you know, Xbox 360, PS3, that can only run 30 frames per second. So I'm not getting the full package. I'm not experiencing the full potential of the game, which I'm currently actually trying to save up for a PC that would be able to run games like Modern Warfare 3, run games like Battlefield 3 and Crysis 2 and stuff like that, that are really, really good looking on PC and are made for the PC and should be played for PC. I mean, the crowd of PC is more mature, and they're definitely, you know, more hardcore, because, you know, everybody, it's easier to buy a $300 system than it is to buy a $1,000 system that can frickin', you know, run your games fast as shit at 60 frames per second and run them like, you know, beautiful looking and stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna do that, and I don't know what it is, man. Isn't it work? It's running on the same engine, Frostbite, right? I don't know why I feel that Medal of Honor runs just the gunfights. I enjoy the gunfights way more. They just feel so much smoother, so much more fluent, and not clunky, you know what I mean? So I don't know, that's one aspect of Battlefield 3 I actually like. Everybody always says, like, when they're making a new game, tell me what you like about our other games. And the one thing I do love about Battlefield 3, I mean, not about Battlefield 3, about Medal of Honor, was that the feel of the guns. It felt like all the guns were balanced. No gun felt super overpowered. And, you know, LMGs and Bad Company 2 at certain points were overpowered. And to this day, I still feel like some of them are a little bit, could use a little bit of tweaking, because they feel a little overpowered. The shotguns definitely in Bad Company 2 are still fucking stupid. And I don't know, there's just stuff like that. The one thing I do know that Battlefield 3 always likes to do is when you I haven't pre-ordered yet, but I'm going to, like Battlefield 3, when you pre-order Battlefield 3, you're supposed to get like a gun if you pre-order, and everybody's up in arms. Oh, you shouldn't have to pre-order the game to get this gun. But every time that they've done this, all they do is copy and paste like what another gun does. So it'd be like, all right, say you get like the SV98 as a downloadable content. Well, you'll have another sniper rifle that will act and shoot just like it. So it's not like, look at this, is pretty crazy. You see the whole enemy team just started spawning on the fucking flag right there, end up dying. But man, that's the one thing I do love the feel. I want to know if Medal of Honor has taken any influence on Battlefield 3, because I don't feel that it has. I mean, Medal of Honor was just kind of like a side project. DICE only was responsible for multiplayer, and whoever, I forgot who developed the campaign of Medal of Honor, but they're the same team that, you know, kicked off the Medal of Honor series wants to kick it off again. And I'm perfectly fine with it, because people are, you know, not up in arms, but, you know, going nuts about Battlefield 3, saying I want it to be great and stuff like that. There's going to be a Medal of Honor 2. There's going to be other editions of Medal of Honor, so I am looking forward to if they could implement some of that shit that they put in Medal of Honor, because vehicles are implemented. They're, you know, they have their place, and they seem very balanced. I love the vehicles. They're balanced. You take 2 shots in an RPG, they're gone. So I love the balance of that. Also, I love, you know, all the vehicles seem balanced in Bad Company 2 for the most part, but vehicle spawning has always been kind of stupid. I hate that people can sit in their spawn and wait for a vehicle, and I have to wait patiently for them to fucking camp their spawn for the vehicle. That's what I don't like. It slows down gameplay. It's strategic in a way, because people have to coordinate the time that they're going to wait for the tank to spawn, and then they make a push for the bombs, but it just slows down the game for me. It doesn't seem fast, and Medal of Honor just seems fast. I mean, you see, like, my spawns are quick. I might spawn in, I might, you know, have a long streak. I might spawn in and die instantly, which I enjoy. I don't like that slow gameplay. I don't like gameplay that slows down and doesn't make it enjoyable for me. There's a fucking kill yourself, stupidest death I've ever received, I think, on Medal of Honor. You jump, like, from like 10 feet you think you'd be able to take, but then your body's just like, oh, it looks like a noodle, and they fall on the ground. But yeah, Battlefield 3 should, man. I don't know if they've released anything about having some type of kill streak rewards, some type of objective rewards like in Medal of Honor. The score chains were awesome, I think, but the worst thing about them is, like, you have to stay alive. So I think Homefront had it best, because Homefront has a kind of a similar system that you get points for getting kills, you get points for taking objectives, and you get points for you know, helping your teammates assist in kills and stuff like that. Medal of Honor did it right in that, but then they made it campy friendly, because, look, I go on a little tear with a pistol right here, but they made it friendly for people to camp, because camping meant you can get your streak. So if I died, like right now, okay, I got an intel score chain, so now let me stay alive. I have to stay alive in order to receive my next streak. But in, like, Homefront, like, yo, I can die and still get the streak I want, which I love. Like, your points save up. You can save up for a point. Anybody that plays the game, whether, you know, you're the worst player or the best player, you can spend your points the way you want. If you're a bad player, you might be able to save up and get a helicopter at the very end of the game. The game rewards you for good play. It doesn't encourage, you know, stupid gameplay, like, you know, fucking having some type of death streak. The one thing Homefront did is, like, even if you're a bad player, it doesn't reward you in, like, a painkiller, but it rewards you with points. So if you're dying a whole bunch of times, it'll give you some points, because it knows that you need some help and you need some pushing in order to get better, which I think that's good. It's pushing people to get rewarded, and it's not rewarding bad gameplay, you know what I mean? It's rewarding somebody that needs a little bit more help. It's pushing some people that aren't the best, you know, that might not have some crazy reaction time that, you know, fucking Sandy Ravage has or something like that. So I don't know, man. And I can't really judge either, because it's funny, all this talk is about, like, Frostbite engine, and this is running off a brand new engine that seems to have new animations and different, guns shoot a little bit different and stuff like that. So I find it funny that everybody's doing reviews and stuff, but it's a totally new engine, so it's tough to judge and tough to really, like, talk about stuff like this, like, oh, I love this feel, build me a brand new engine. So it's going to be something different, a whole new feel. I'm definitely looking forward to Battlefield 3, and I'm definitely looking forward to, you know, seeing what Medal of Honor can put out in the future. But video's pretty much over, guys. I think our team just won. I think I put up like 40 something, 49 kills, 18 deaths, something like that. But this is the type of gameplay I enjoy, and I hope that DICE can replicate in certain aspects of the game. You don't have to copy and paste, but give us this fun gun-on-gun gameplay that was in this game. That's what I really enjoy about it. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to leave a like on that. That would fucking make me feel awesome today. And thank you guys for watching. Peace.